I remember feeling terrified and so scared about looking at my finances and my budget, and I did not even know where to start. So I have created this spreadsheet, and it has made such a difference in just being able to look at my finances without feeling overwhelmed and having a very, very simple way of tracking your budget from paycheck to paycheck. So I'm going to show you and walk you through how simple it is to get a hold of your finances and start from scratch and know that, you can start somewhere, even if it's small, then, attacking your debt just slowly and starting to save and then trying to figure out your budget can be actually really easy. And actually, it's kind of fun at this point for me. So this is my budget spreadsheet. It's available in Google Sheets and Excel. It's available on my website for $3.50, savvyandthriving.com, super cheap. But I use this every single paycheck, and it really helps me to be able to tell my money where it's going to go instead of it controlling me. So this is what I do is let's start off from the beginning and let's just zero everything out so you can see it. So I'm highlighting everything and I'm just hitting the delete key. So I'm starting from scratch. So what I'm going to do on the very, very left is I'm going to put in my paycheck. So I'm just going to put in my paycheck, say for the first, and say I got paid $1,000. And then let's also say that my husband got paid also. So I put his up there, and I'm just going to put H for husband. I'm going to put his paycheck on there as well. So that way we can attack this together. And if it's just you, that's fine. But we're just going to put all of our income right here on the left. And that way we know exactly what we're starting with. Okay, and then and then here we're going to start putting our the things that we're going to plan on doing for the month. So let's just say it's the 1st of January, and then we're going to choose the category. So this is a drop down box, and I've got it all separated out into what you might be using every month. So let's just start off with rent because that's usually the most expensive. And then we'll just say, so this is going to be the mortgage company or the rental company, whoever you're paying rent to. And then you're going to just say, January rent. So we're just going to put the description in there. And then our budget. So say our budget for the month, say it's going to be $1,200 for the month. And then once I put in the budget, it's going to do a couple things. It's going to start here on the very left, and it's going to start adding up everything that I have in my budget for that month. And then here it's going to say what I actually spent. So I'm going to come in and go, okay, this is my budget. So we're just going to start off doing the budget, and then we'll get to the spent part in a minute. Next, utilities. So we usually plan on by the 15th, the power company is going to want their share. So January power bill, and then let's just say that's $300. That's just kind of what we expect it to be. And then we're going to come in and say, we're going to usually say that, water company is going to be next. They usually have it come out on the 20th, and it's really good to have when you have everything to have your bills, if you can try to get them in on auto pay. It just makes things easier so you know what to expect and you're not late and all of this stuff. And then, so let's just say January water bill. And then we'll just say that the budget is $30. Let's just throw in, so usually everybody's got their cell phone. So let's just say phone company, phone bill, and then let's just say that's, I don't know, everything's so expensive. Okay, and then let's say groceries. So we're going to choose groceries. And then let's say we get groceries on the 5th. And let's just say we budget for $100. So we know for that paycheck, we have a total income of $2,000, and then we have a budget of $1,750. So that means we have a little bit left that we can spend. So then let's just pretend that we go ahead and the bill is actually starting to come in. So say that the actual rent was $1,200 like we expected. The power bill was $295. The water bill was only $25. The phone bill was $116, and the groceries, say we spent $95. So what's going to happen is it's going to tell us like how much are we really spending by expenses by category. And this is a good thing to keep track of. Once you start actually spending the money in your budget, you're going to start seeing, okay, where am I spending the most on? Most people, it's rent. But then when you start putting in things like entertainment, self-care, clothing, gifts, pets, all the other things, or debt, you can really start seeing, where your money's going in, and you can see. Also, if we click on it, it'll tell us how much we actually spent. So we spent $1,200 in rent there, $436 utilities. So if we put in utilities, it's going to add up everything for that category here. So we can kind of say, oh gosh, I spent a lot in utilities. So you can just be thinking about that. And this here will show you your income versus your expenses. So you can see like, hey, how much am I making versus how much am I spending? And then also, so we had our budget, so we planned on $1,750, and then we actually spent $1,731, and then we have a remaining $269 left from our income. So that is our income minus how much we spent, and then that gives us a $269 left. And then another couple things I have here on the bottom, which is kind of handy. I have a place to add up all of your savings, how much you've saved for the month, and then how much have you paid off towards debt. So if we put in a drop-down box and we choose savings, and then we did, January's savings, let's just say this was the 4th. And then we budgeted to save $50 that month, and we actually did save $50. Then we can see up here, savings by category, we save 50, and then here it's going to add up savings. So even if I did savings again, January savings, and if we saved an extra 25, now it's going to add up all the savings that I did for that month. And then same thing for debt. So if I came in and did debt, and we did debt twice, and then we paid off, credit card company, credit card bill. We did that twice. And so say we made our minimum payments for $25 each, then it's going to say, hey, I paid $50 towards debt. So I've seen other sheets that can be just really, really complex. There's just too much going on. There's a lot happening in the sheet. You don't really know what's going on. There's like, what am I doing? What am I saving for? All this stuff. And it's just too much. So I really like to have a very, very simple way to go, okay, how much have I spent? I've spent $1,856. It's right here. And then, how much have I made? And then how much is left? And it's really, really easy to see what's going on. One thing you can also do is you can zoom way out if you wanted to see everything. Let's do it at 75. You can zoom way out and you can see everything as a whole. So if you wanted to zoom out and see, more of the lines, you could. So you're just choosing zoom from the drop-down box. And that way you can see a little bit more of the sheet. So that's it. Another handy thing that I do is I copy this. So I duplicate the sheet. And so I will rename it. So say this is January budget. I can right click and then hit rename, and then I will call this February budget. And then that way, like for January, you've got all this happening. And then sometimes February can be a little bit different. Maybe February, you've got lots of birthdays, or you've got, a surgery or medical bills or something like that. And so it's just nice to see up front and what to plan ahead for. What I personally do is I plan for every paycheck. So on the 1st and the 15th, I plan it out because I have different bills going out different times. And it really helps me to know, like, okay, what am I planning for and what is my budget for that paycheck? Because sometimes, and like for me, sometimes rent will go out at the first of the month, but then by the time the second paycheck comes through, you're not paying for rent. You're trying to add up, well, how am I going to pay for my phone bill and all of these other things, and like the health insurance and stuff like that. Sometimes those come over at the end of the paycheck. So sometimes I will come in and I will name this 2/5/25, and then I will just kind of have an idea of what's going on for that paycheck. And so it just helps me to know. And then sometimes what I even do is I have this as like my template. So I have this as like, I have this 15th template. And then I will know, like, for my budget, I usually know that rent is going to be this much, power, water, phone, or whatever. But then say I come in and I know that my health insurance is going to come through on the 25th. And then, that's going to be ridiculous. So say that's $500 for our health insurance. And then, but then that way I know. And so what I do is I make a copy of it and I go, okay, these are all my bills that come through for this paycheck. I will duplicate it and then I will rename it. And then I'll say, okay, this one is going to be the 2/15/25 paycheck. So that way I know, like, it's for me, I always like have one just for one paycheck and then I have one for another. That's the way I do it. But you can just do it really simply if you don't want it to be that complex. You can just have like one budget for the entire month. So it's really up to you. This is very versatile. This budget can be used like for your business, or it can be used for your personal, or it could be used for, if you're doing a budget for, a nonprofit, like if you're like doing budgeting for, like, if you're like a troop leader or something like that. There's all sorts of ways you can figure this out. Like if you had, your even if this was a church, you could just have like your budget planned giving is going to be, say you're going to have $200, and then you need to figure out, like, how are you going to plan your expenses for your troop. All you can do is you can come in here and you can change the categories. You can hit the edit button. So they say this is, we're going to you can like delete all of these and do something completely different for whatever works for you. If this is like a construction budget or there's lots of things that you could change this to. But you can change the categories. I'm sorry, I went so fast. Sorry. So you click the drop down box and then you hit the edit button, and then you can change it. So you can highlight this, and then we can say that we are going to change this to, supplies. You hit done, and then you can apply to all. And so now supplies is going to be there. So you can change this for whatever works for you, and whatever, works for the situation. If you have any specific questions, let me know, and I can help you out. But in general, this is a super easy template, and it's a very basic template so that you're not overwhelmed with too much going on in the sheet. So anyways, I'm at savvyandthriving.com. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I have lots of other sheets that could help you for taxes and expenses and helping with your business and home and your kids, all sorts of stuff. So I hope this helps you guys, and reach out if you have any questions. You guys have a great day.